Hey everyone, this is Manly Badass Hero, and welcome back to Spirit Hunter NG. Previously we had a painful session for our ears. That's all the commentary I'm gonna say. We are trying to live our lives. The next day, I wake to an oppressive heat. I drag my listless body outside and trudge to the electronics shop in search of batteries. Since this is an older battery, I'm not having much luck finding what I need. By the time I get what I set out for, the sun is already set. Huh? Why are the lights in my room on? That's strange. I'm sure I shut them off when I left. I can hear faint sounds from the other side of the door. Something's definitely inside. It must be. A thief. A burglar would have to be pretty cocky to rummage through my room with the lights on. I don't own anything worth stealing, but it's not like I can just let them take what they want. I hold my breath. I grab the doorknob and slowly turn it. There's no resistance. It's unlocked. I breathe in and cautiously crack the door open. Hey, welcome back. Fujiko, what are you doing in my apartment? I let myself in. What are you doing in my apartment? I wanted to talk with you before we headed to the Black Rabbit. So you picked my lock. And do you always dress in this sexy dress? You know, when you're just casually visiting people every day? I actually kind of noticed we never change outfits in general. Must really smell bad. Yeah, waiting outside would have been so boring. What? Does it bother you? I'm just gonna be neutral. Neutral face. Neutral guy. Your expression looks like you can't decide whether to be embarrassed or angry. So what do you want to talk about? I'm sure you've heard all about me from Bon, so I don't see what else you'd want to know. I've heard about the underground matches, Nami's abduction, and Kubitaro's case too. There was something I needed to hear, and I needed to hear directly from your mouth. Bloodmetry, that strange power you claim to have. Do you know something about it? Yes, so it's just a hypothesis. That's better than me. I don't know the first thing about it. I suppose if I'm to be your teacher, I can't really turn down such a sincere request. That mysterious power of yours is an extension of your intuition. You might know it better as your sixth sense, a little something that warns you of danger. You're saying, it's like my instincts, I told you. It's some stupid thing like, his fighting instincts are so fine-tuned he's tapped into the blood power. Comes from a long line of warlocks. That's why he dresses edgy, passed down in the family. Yes, you could call him that too. Everyone possesses to some extent, however your sixth sense is unusually keen. It's probably why you never lost any of those underground matches. Of course, you also have the physical abilities and reflexes to react to the danger you sense. I can kinda get a sense of what she's saying. When I focus during a fight, I just become so much more aware of my surroundings. That's gotta be that sixth sense. But the true value of your sixth sense isn't limited to that. Animals are fascinating, you know. Abilities that aren't necessary for survival are pruned. On the other extreme, they can awaken new abilities if they need them to survive. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? You're saying I re-evolved an old ability to like sense memories through blood that humankind had? Or something? The day Ami disappeared, I met Kakia. I knew that my life was in grave danger. You're saying that meeting woke my sixth sense. This bloodmetry power. Precisely. You're an excellent disciple. But not every person gains some great new power when they face imminent danger. I believe in your case that you likely already possess that ability. Perhaps a parent or ancestor of yours had spiritual powers. Don't ask me. My mother was just a normal woman. She didn't have any weird powers. And what about your father? Don't know your father. I don't even know what the guy looks like. All I know is that he abandoned my mom. I see. I apologize if I upset you. Nah, I don't care. Anyway, you sure know a lot about the spirit world and all that. I must say, it's nice to have a disciple who views my skills with such respect. But all of my friends knew everything we've just discussed. It's common knowledge. Well, what kind of friends are those? You got a group of supernatural fanatics or something? A certain sponsor has hired me to investigate spirits and supernatural activities, and Bond's helping me with that. Is the sponsor a character we know? A group that investigates spirits. Sounds like something from a comic book. So who's the sponsor of yours? The head of a distinguished family you've heard of. He has some strange abilities himself. He uses a peculiar way of thinking to solve supernatural cases most people wouldn't consider. Like defending a spirit's attack with a plastic sheet and broken umbrella. It's quite reckless. Oh, so it is Yashiki. What the hell kind of idiot is that? He looks like your basic, solid, middle-aged man. Hey, it goes without saying that he's not my type. He's currently on an overseas business trip with a friend, which is why I have to traipse around investigating cases now. Although thanks to that situation, I was able to meet a wonderful man like you. Well then, it's about time. I guess we can trust her if she's hired by Yashiki. I think it was Yashiki. I can't remember if it was Yoshiki or Yashiki. I think it was Yashiki. We should get going. By the way, Kijima, do you happen to know if anyone's been committed suicide in the apartment before? How should I know? Why would you just ask that out of the blue? There's an extremely ominous presence in the apartment. I didn't want to worry you, so I wasn't going to mention it, but I changed my mind. Have you experienced any unusual phenomena here? Oh no, just, every time I meet a ghost, it just tries to murder me in my apartment. It's just a usual thing, but the rent's cheap. You can't necessarily pick what part of town you're in, sometimes you just gotta pick the apartment that has the axe murderer ghost come into your back door, and then the water turtle ghost coming in for the front door, sometimes at the same time. But hey, it could always be worse. Yeah, a bunch of weird things have happened. I almost died once, too. And yet you seem pretty unfazed. Well, obviously I didn't die. And so much strange stuff has been happening lately that I might just be getting used to it. So, Spirit Hunter 3, which I guess would be called Spirit Hunter 3 because the death mark would be passed and the situation of this would be passed. I know it's going to start Yashiki again, and I'm sure they're going to pull this main character in. Like I said, he's going to be like the muscle, he's going to have the blood powers. And then Mashito's gonna have he's gonna be the paranormal cop, and Yashiki's gonna be more of the intellectual of the guy. He's like the everyman intellectual, who's more into the spiritual stuff. And I guess we could bring Amanomi too. He could bring his Yakuza contacts in and be like, I never thought I'd be working with a detective. He'd be like, I'm an ex-detective, now I'm a paranormal cop. You're a pretty carefree kid. I sense a power in the apartment that draws spiritual beings to it. Like a famous suicide spot or a haunted area. Well, thanks. I feel all warm and fuzzy now. So, what am I supposed to do? Without knowing what's causing it, it's hard to recommend an effective approach. Moving out would be the easiest solution. I really don't have time for that. And anyway, I'm not some weakling that's gonna move just because of some stupid ghost. I figured you'd say that. It's your life. Do whatever you like. If it starts getting on your nerves, just come talk to me. When you ride with the Black Rabbit, the lights are on. Natsumi is there and she looks exhausted. I wasn't expecting to see you here. Yes, I won't be here long though. I have to be with a new detective. Her eyes are completely lifeless. Although that's to be expected. For 2 weeks now, she's been doing anything and everything she can think of to find Ami. Police, detectives, flyers, the internet, none of it has helped. Would it help if I told her that Ami's alive, but being held hostage somewhere? Even if I did tell her that, there still wasn't anything she'd be able to do about it. Worse, if she gets involved, she could be dying just like Maruhashi. Despite that, should I still tell her what I know about Ami's situation? I'm curious. Let's tell her. Hey! Sorry, Akira. I have an appointment with a detective. We'll talk some other time, okay? Natsume quickly leaves. After a bit, Rose, who was waiting outside, comes in. So was that your aunt? She seemed so distraught. It was painful to even look at her. It's kind of funny, because they have default portraits, and they have their actual, like, expression up in the sprite. So her normal portrait is smug, and then up here it's, like, solemn. It's a little curious why they went with that, because they could put that down there just as easily. I don't know. Hey, sorry I'm late. That mahjong game got intense at the end. What's the matter? What's got you two looking so serious? You're the most incorrigible, thick-headed man I've ever had this pleasure of meeting. You're beyond all hope. Death would be a kindness to you. Huh? What the heck are you so mad about? I don't have the energy to explain it to you. Well, how's your investigation going? Don't you dare tell me that it slipped your mind and you wasted all your time playing mahjong. Don't be ridiculous. I'm a consummate professional. Here's all the info I've found so far. He didn't have any friends or close relatives, so I wasn't able to get much. But I grilled Miroku's publisher and I paid off. I finally got my hands on this. Oh, so he originally wanted to be a doctor, did he? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He got into some weird stuff. He's making chimeras up in there. He's Tucker. Changing career paths from doctor to an author is quite a drastic life change. The reason he did so is a mystery. Apparently, he didn't talk about it himself much. But it's doubtful that cash was the reason. The Miroku family is extremely well off. Yes, that's evident just based on that mansion. A poor author wouldn't be able to live like that. Apparently, his publisher never went sit from that house either. Seems like Miroku hated anyone intruding on his private life. So basically, if we're to learn about his private life, our only option is rummage through that mansion. That's right. I also looked at what was recorded on that T-tape. The girl disappeared half a year ago. She was the last seen at an intersection about 5 minutes stroll from Miroku residence. I see. So that's why there are regular patrols around that area. If that happened half a year ago, why are they still maintaining that patrol route? As it turns out, a number of other girls have disappeared around that area too. They're ancient cases though, so I didn't have the time to dig into them. That concludes my report. Good work. Well then, we should head straight to the Miroku residence. We must unveil the truth that lurks within the darkness. So this is Rose's route, for the most part. He's there as a sidekick, but I think this is her game. Just like Amanome and the other, man, I forget names real fast. I'm very bad at name remembrance, even in real life. Hazuki. Well, in that one, it was basically Amanome's route. Although you could bring her along, but I doubt it was kind of the canon choice. We go our separate ways at Kisoji Station, just like yesterday in each gallon train. Screaming Alpha, rumor notes 4, bonds info, Yakumo Miroki? From Miroku. Born in 1944, age 55, unmarried. Hometown Tokyo, surgical intern, which is what disturbs me. Sudden debut as new popular author at age 27. Dark fairy tales, kids' horror book became a bestseller, became famous as a horror author. Last work, Old Bamboo Cutter's Dream about Princess Kaguya. So I think, obviously, he's kidnapping girls. And for some reason, he's doing some really weird chimera surgery, twisted stuff. That's my guess. That's what we're gonna find out. And due to the swan theme, I guess it's not really a spoiler because this is all guesswork, but I guess you can make it as an intuitional spoiler. He turned her in particular Because I think she was in the ballet, right? She turned her into the swans, so he became obsessed with like turning little girls into the characters from his stories, because he's a weirdo. I reached the Miroku residence without any particular trouble today. Another wonderful night. I feel like we'll make great progress with our investigation. You got here fast today. Well, I learned from my trip here yesterday. Anyway, same plan as yesterday? Yeah. You and someone else go investigate. Everyone stays behind to keep watch. Sounds alright with you? Yeah, it's fine. Well, if there's a flaw to this plan. Bond looks toward the Miroku residence. It might be the fact that we already explored most of the mansion yesterday. We already checked the hallway, the living room, and the bedroom. But there were no other rooms. Hang on a second. From the outside, the mansion looks like it would have a second floor, or at least an attic. But from what we saw yesterday, we didn't find stairs anywhere, right? Ooh, secret attic. Wait a moment. Doesn't necessarily have to be stairs, right? Maybe there's a ladder hidden somewhere. Rose makes a good point. I missed those details in my first day of investigation. Let's take one more look around the rooms. That's all we can do. Just have to use our feet, eyes, and hands. Time's wasting. Let's get this started. Alright. I'll choose Rose by default, but I might want to take him afterwards. Text. Open up the message. So is D-Man Daimon? Do you get like a little quirky? He's one of those older people who like text very funny. How are you? It's D-Man. Prepare your next riddle. Repeatedly hurry the movement of the monster moves without rest. You got a clock? Come now, look at that later. Focus on the investigation. I know, I'm coming. What? Another phone call. As she stepped into the room, the loud ring suddenly stopped. I've always hated that sound. I should check it out just in case. Repeatedly move. Move the long hand forward. To repeatedly. There we go. Man, these are easy. Devil mail. Email sent by the devil. If you read them, you'll kill someone. Some murderers have mentioned this urban legend when interrogated. The motives of the murders are unknown, as attackers can be tempted by an evil spirit. In some cases, the victim and killer had never met. The only thing in common in each case was the mention of the devil. No traces of these mails were found. No one remembered the context exactly, except the subject line. It was that ex-detective guy who told me about these cases, that they came from a police officer he knew. And luckily for me, this was the exact kind of case I enjoy. They're fun to work on, but I never get any compensation for it. I went and put an ad in a magazine with a warning not to open the mail in hopes to find someone who knew something. I got one response mail with them. My purpose then was to identify the sender. The IP address provided didn't exist, and I had a dead end. A few months passed before I started investigating. That's when I got the mail myself on my cell, like it was coming after me. I've been mad with joy when I saw devil mail in the subject line. What do you think was inside? An endless string of 4 letters, Lisa. You know, I feel like I've seen an AI of that name. That's not important right now. Those letters sound familiar. It was a case for Mr. K. This has gone long, so time to wrap up, but there's one more thing I'd like to mention that might make you curious. That is, of course, who killed me. Don't be alarmed. The reason is not important, but curses have no effect on me. At any rate, the ex-detective's on the Lisa case, so focus on your own problem. Best of luck to you, D-Man. What's that? A card for some kind of game. Honestly, I'm not really sure. Take the handset, put it into my ear. I don't hear anything. Is the line connected? I turn on the flashlight and follow the telephone line coming from behind the shelf. I noticed something stuck in between the storage shelf and the wall. I try wedging my hand in, but the crevice is too small and I can't reach it. Did you find something? There's something stuck between the shelf and the wall. The space is so tight my hand can't reach inside. Well, let's move the shelf then. Yeah, it's probably the best way. Oh no, I have to select this part. They're a little persnickety. Let's try it. Need a hand. Yeah, just in case. Rose and I go into the science of storage shelf and... Alright, let's go. Yeah, here goes. On our car, I lift up the shelf, but... Rose immediately starts laughing and let go. Hey, come on, take it seriously. Oh, I'm sorry, it's just I instantly realized I couldn't possibly lift it. I just lost all my motivation. Oh, okay, so I have to take Bon. Well, it did feel a lot heavier than it looked. This is impossible for me. Guess it can't be helped. She got like an eye. Dang, so they are railroading me to use him. So you had to use her, so it was a lockpick. Now I gotta use him, see? Let's try. I'll give you a hand. Bon and I go to the side of the storage shelf and... Alright, let's do this. Now. With his call, I pick up the shelf. Perhaps the wood is dense because this thing is far heavier than it looks. Oh, it's heavier than I thought. Don't tell me there's like a body or something weirdly heavy in there. We just need to move it a little bit. Don't hurt yourself, old man. I'm not a senior citizen, damn it. Here it goes. We move a step or two and set it back down. Damn it. I almost threw my hip back there. So, did you get the thing? Yeah, it was on the floor. So what do you think it was? Quit playing around and show it to me. I lay out the object with the flashlight and show him. It's a cassette tape labeled H. Looks like it was worth putting my hip at risk. I wonder what's recorded on this tape. Cassette tape H is a recording of a girl in agonizing pain as her limbs are being cut off, as well as a calm voice of what seems to be Yakumo Miroku. Jesus. Oh, that's right. I read that I bought the replacement battery. Take new batteries in my pocket and swap the batteries. Oh, you're prepared. We shouldn't have any problems playing the tape. Try tape T. Try tape T. Almost in that tape. Tape H. I press the play button. No sound comes out of the speakers. Hey, you sure that battery's good? Well, the tape is spinning just fine. Maybe it just hasn't gotten to the part where there's sound. I leave the phone from the next room rings. What the heck's going on? Are we supposed to answer the phone? But... tape is still spinning inside the boombox. Let's go take a look. Oh, it's spooky. It's gonna play on the phone instead. Oh, wow. Who is the phone indeed? I summoned up the courage, take the handset, put it in my ear. This is a pretty good chapter so far. Radio noise. I hear something that sounds similar to when tapes are played back. I listen to the headset just hoping to hear something else. I almost feel the hands away in response to the scream that pierced my ear. Oh, hey, what happened? I'm alright. It's nothing. I can't afford to miss any of it. I immediately return the handset to my ear once again. What the hell is this? I hear a girl's voice pleading desperately. From further away, I hear the murmur of an old man. Sorry, I want to try to keep you alive. That might be impossible with all 4 limbs cut off. The phone ended with the man's statement. It ended. Judging by your expression, I'm not sure if I want to hear what you heard, but I guess I have to. Tell me what you heard. Alright. I described the girl's scream and the voice of the man who apologized. If what he said about cutting off all 4 limbs is literal and is true, then this is a recording of something truly terrible. The entire time I heard a sound that sounded like tape noise. I couldn't hear it directly, but I think it was recorded on the H-tape. All 4 limbs cut off. What the hell is this guy thinking? Apologizing when he's the one doing it. Sounds like the logic of a psycho. There's no point in thinking about it. We're trying to figure out why he became a psycho. What the hell? I can't get in my shot because my flashlight lights up an object on the ground. I gather myself and look at it again. Is this a doll? The object in the bed seems to be a little girl doll. I'm no doll expert, but I can tell it's more softly made than the Kakia doll. Its clothes are dirty and there's a couple reddish-black stains on it. It's wearing a weird mask. What the hell is the mask supposed to be? It has a beak, so is it a bird? Who cares? Let's check it out. I'm trying on the mask to remove it, but it won't budge, almost as if it's glued on. I ignore it for now and take a look at its clothes, and there's a reddish-black stain there. Time. Looks like blood. Maybe I'll give it a try. I let a breath to relax and press my fingertip to the blood. I hear a sniffling, crying sound. Along with it, I begin to hear a quiet voice. Kijima. Hey, is something wrong? No, I'm alright. I heard a voice. The voice was saying famished. What kind of name is famished? No, they were just hungry. Wait, is that a serious question? No, I mean, I'm saying that I have no idea what they mean by famished. Oh, that's what you mean. Well, the word famished means hungry. Huh. It's the first time I've ever heard of it. Is it from a weird dialect? Let's just leave this for another time. It's a waste of time explaining it. It's strange that a doll would be hungry. That's what it sounds like it's saying. Is there a body in it? There's fruits. The masks are also old or all turning completely black. They're completely dried up. I took one fruit off what seems to be a bunch of bananas. Give the dried fruit to the doll? Edible, a kid might enjoy it. The mask makes a sound and then the mask falls off the doll's lap. Pheasant mask. Now I have something I can actually hang. Did you see how there's not really any CGs in this chapter so far? place the peasant mask on the frame.
Oh.
Hey, looks pretty alright. Maybe it was hung up here. Just then I hear something move in the hallway. Oh, what's going on? I quickly remove the mask, but shaking won't stop. Hey, look. Secret. Eventually the vibrating stops. The hallway entrance appears at the mud wall in front of me. Wow, seriously? Is it a ninja lair or something? This is the first time I've seen an actual real trapdoor. Looks like we saw a glimpse of the true face of the owner of this place. What are you talking about? There's only one type of person who would build something like this. A paranoid person? Someone who's possessed by something. Possessed by what? That's the million-dollar question, kid. Come on, time to see where this hidden passage leads. We make our way down the extremely narrow path from the hidden entrance. It's really cramped. Well, there are rooms on both sides. This path probably goes between the two rooms. At the end of the path, there's another door. Looks like this is our only option. Let's see where this leads. There's something walking on the roof. Uh-oh. The shadow was on the roof, remember? No, it was just a jump scare setup. I see how it be. I see how you play those bananas. We don't pick them bananas. We go for the oranges in this house. Beyond that door. Open door, I'm shocked to be looking at the front entrance of the Miroku residence. What? Hold on, wait a second. Is this really possible? Huh? Is it just a copy of it, or is it literally a haunted entrance? I mean, I don't believe it either, but it's actually happening. Hold on a second. Keep calm. Chill and take a look around. My notice next is the secret door I thought we opened earlier is now closed. Everything else seems to be the same. Why is the entrance to the secret passage closed again? You need a mask for every single one. I don't have a damn clue. I'm positive we entered the secret passageway to open the door. Did something happen the moment we went for the door? That thought gives me an idea. Hey, we never from the door to locate the front entrance, right? So what happens if we try to leave? We're doing the opposite of what we just did. Yeah, if we end up back at the secret passage by doing that. I really did not want to think about, but does it seem like we'd be stuck in here? That's bad. Come on, let's try going outside. I rush to open the door, and once going outside, I see the unchanged Miroku residence once again. Oh no, it was spooky. Phew, that's a relief. You scared me over there for a second. Rose, our lookout, looks at the two of us with a confused expression on her face. You two certainly look like you're having fun. Did something happen? Yeah, you see. I would tell what happened when we went through the secret passageway. Really? I can't believe it, but it must be true if you're saying it. Piecing all information together, it seems that when you enter the secret passage, you enter a different Miroku residence. A different Miroku residence? How's it different? I'm not sure. Could be in a different time, situation, just some specific state. We travel to a Miroku residence in a different state by entering that door, is what I mean. If we had to come up with an explanation, that hypothesis that makes the most sense. Assuming that you're correct, how's that even possible? There are extremely powerful curses and thoughts that sometimes cause phenomena like this. Stairs that take you to the same floor, or an intersection that leads to the same place. These are examples I've heard from someone who actually experienced them firsthand. I don't believe that at all. But I guess I have to since it's actually happening. If we're experiencing this phenomenon, then that means there are great dangers ahead. Are you going to continue investigating? I'm fully prepared to face these dangers. I've gone through it up till now. This is nothing. Anna boy. That's the one thing about you that I like. Alright, then let's continue our investigation. Should we switch off and bring you instead now? Because you're the one who knows spiritual stuff. Oh, to put a different mask. I went into a room, I hear something from the back. Is that a boombox? I hear the button being pressed once again and the noise from the tape stops. Taking a look, I see there's a cassette tape in the boombox. I checked and noticed it's labeled A. Again. It's an important clue. You have to listen to it even if you don't want to. I rewind the tape and press the play button. And the phone's gonna ring. Immediately a shuddering voice echoed. Oh no. No screaming. The girl's screaming fills the room and then it finally goes quiet. We heard silence for a bit then. Don't worry, it's just her legs. I'm knowledgeable in treatment as well, but now... The man's calm voice is cut off by the tape stopping. I double check to make sure the tape's done and then inject it. That was excruciating. Yeah, seriously. The screams were buried in my ear. Why are just your legs and knowledgeable in the fields of treatment important? Think about it, the owner of the mansion, Yakumo Miroku, was aspiring to be a surgeon. There's a male voice on the tape, Miroku. So that what could be the girl, the ballerina then. So he took her legs because she would have good legs. Then is the ghost an amalgamation of all these girls, maybe? Maybe he combined all their body parts? Or it could just be her. There's like supposed to be like this kind of horrific irony because he takes the leg of the dancer, which is your source of pride. So aside from the, you know, torturing you, murdering you thing, it's like a poetic tragedy. I guess that's the best way to describe it. I hate these things. A doll again. I know this doll wasn't here before. I'm starting to be convinced of Rose's fear about the other Miroku residents. Take a look at the clothes it's wearing. I can see a light stain on the abdomen. Doll with a dog mask. Maybe I'll give it a try. I'm hearing what sounds like crying again. From afar, a girl's voice sang. So you want to be warmed up. This time I hear words I can understand. Cold. Is that what she was saying? Yeah, I heard it clearly this time. Cold, Mom. Unfortunately, I don't see a heater here. If we can't do anything about it here, then we'll just have to carry her somewhere we can. That squeaking noise just always sets me off because I'm Mary. Careful. Dolls won't help you lift them. they'll probably feel heavier than a child. Makes sense. Yeah, it definitely feels that way. Alright, now the question is, where should I carry it to? You can't investigate while carrying the doll. Somewhere where I can light something. Into the bedroom, my eyes immediately shift toward the bed. Those blankets are obviously high quality. I'm sure she won't be cold in that. Alright, there it is. I'll lay down the bed in the back. You move the blanket aside. As you wish. Okay, here you go. I lay the doll in the sheets and place a duvet over it. God, that's just spooky now. Now let's see how she feels. She shouldn't feel cold anymore. Let me ask her again. I put my fingertip under the blanket. This is a convenient skill. I heard a crying voice again. And that voice. It's no use. She's saying the same thing. Oh wait. I realized I was overlooking something important. Mom. Huh? I think she wants a mother. Well, don't look at me. I am looking at you. You're closer than I am, right? Well, Dolphin definitely isn't satisfied. Now what should we do? I thought it'd be like a thing where it forces you to use her. Hey, Rose. Sorry, but can you handle this? Rose grimaces. But I have an image to uphold. Sorry. I really don't have time to care about things like that right now. Fine. But only because you're my disciple. So yeah, it would have been a forced Rose switch off. I know I'm the one asking to do this, but what are we supposed to do here? Essentially, we need Dawn to feel some motherly warmth. I think an imitation of breastfeeding would be best. Wait, seriously? You're going to... No, I'm going to actually feed it. I'll just sleep next to it and lull it to sleep, just like mothers do. Here, like this. Sleeping under the blanket next to a doll, Rose speaks to it as she rubs its head. Oh, you must have been so scared. It's all right now. Mom's here with you. There's nothing to worry about anymore. The scary dream is over now. Hush now, go to sleep. I hear a clock for the mask. It's like some Woodman Chore's mask puzzle. Gotta solve the mask riddles. Hey, Kujima. Rose crawls out of the blanket. What, you don't want me to speak with this ever again? She's holding onto a dog mask. It just came off on its own. Maybe this means that the doll has been released from her thoughts. Now that she mentioned it, I remember the mask coming off on its own when I gave the doll the fruit. Yeah, maybe. Oh, there's this as well. Hand towel. What's this? It was wrapped around the doll's mouth. I assume it must have been used as a gag. The screams I heard at the tape replay themselves in my head. I pick up the doll from the bed. Rose helps me and we put it back in the living room where it was originally. It's like a dump or a bowl. Place a dog mask on the frame. Once again, the entrance to the secret passage appears. As expected. If our working through is correct, there should be another Miroku residence ahead. That's right. Come on, let's go. Deja vu? I know I've been here before. Don't do a jump scare thing to me again. Yeah, that's right. We don't play that. We don't play that jazz. As we fought, the door in the secret passageway connects to the front entrance of the residence. The entrance doesn't look any different aside from the passageway entrance being closed. When I enter the room, I hear the sound of someone knocking on the front entrance door. Who's there? Bond? Is it Bond? No, he has a cell phone. Let's go check just in case. This is gonna be bad. Going outside. Bond is sticking around and being a good lookout. What? Looking for something? No. Hey, did someone come by just now? The hell? What are you talking about? I meant to the sound I just heard. I kind of felt like someone was delivering the mail or something. So I came and checked just in case. Check the mailbox. Well, obviously nobody's been here. If the knock was out loud, then I would have heard it too. You didn't hear it? Nope. Well, considering everything else going on in this place, there must be some sort of reason. Maybe you should take a quick look outside. Yeah, I'll do that. Gee, I wonder if it's the mailbox. The thing that was name dropped? Digging around, my hand bumps into something. It's a cassette tape labeled S and a sparkler. I understand the tape, but why is there a sparkler in here? Looking closer, I see scorch marks on the tip of the firework. Looks like it was lit, but the flame went out before it reached the end. Well, the obvious answer would be harassment. He probably didn't talk to his neighbors much. I see. Tape S. Young girl, fell victim to Miroku. Put tape S on the boombox, press the play button, let out a sigh. There was a long period of idle sounds, then a scream along with a loud noise. The sound makes me gnaw on my lips. I never thought it'd be so stressful just to listen to screams. The girl repeatedly screams, "Give it back." I don't want to imagine what she wants back. Soon the scream grew distant and I hear a man's voice once again. He seems to say that a lot. No need to worry. It's just one arm. Let's take our time and cut it while I treat it. The sound cuts off there. I think I finally understand what this man was doing with these girls. It's clear from the other tapes that he's been cutting off the hands and legs of the victim. He's even saying why I treat it so. He's not trying to murder the girls, so he has to have some objective that's making him cut off their arms and legs. I don't get it. Why the hell would anyone need to cut the arms and legs off of anyone? Obviously, this isn't a question any sane person can answer. It is met by a suffocating silence. Let's continue investigating. I get the feeling that we are approaching the answer to that question. Monkey? This one's got a lot of blood on it. I find never unfamiliar doll sitting in front of the coffee table. Here we go again. I'm really digging this chapter. Like I said, it's a slow burn one, but it's a good slow burn. You could make this into a first-person amnesia-style horror game, and this would work pretty well. Something about this doll immediately jumps out as different. Is this one naked? This doll doesn't seem like it's wearing clothes. And just like the other dolls, there's a red stain on it. Maybe I can hear this doll's voice. I take a deep breath, move my fingertip towards the stain on its back. I hear some sniffling and crying. Then I begin to hear a quiet voice. Never make this easy, do they? I think the voice I heard was saying I want to go to school. I want to make that wish come true. Books? Sailor uniform. I take out the sailor uniform and put on the doll. I'll help. Then clothes on the doll ends up being a lot more tougher than I thought. Working together, the two of us finally managed to push the hands and legs through. My goodness. A stylist's job is exhausting. This is probably tougher because this heavy doll is helping us and all. I step back and look at how it turned out. The ticking of the clock and the sounds continue to drone on and on. That's weird. Nothing's happening. You know, I'm suddenly reminded of another game I played. About... It was like a... The main character looked kind of like me, which kind of bothered me a little bit. He also had a scarf. I forgot its name. I played it about a few months ago, and it was like watercolor based. The doll guy? The workshop or something like that? I'll remember it later. Is a school uniform not enough? Well, we didn't take her to school. Seriously? Machide. I don't want to think about taking this doll out of here and taking it to school. The closest school is pretty far from here. Well, I'm out of ideas. It'll take me a while to come up with something else. Looks like Rosie's given up. I don't really think that Bon is going to have any ideas, but... So now we gotta switch back. Mondai nai. Hey, Kijima. Sit next to her. Huh? What are you talking about, old man? Listen, just shut up and sit down. Also, I'm not Bon. From now on, you call me Mr. Bon. How you got that? Huh? Huh? Look, we're gonna be next to the window, just like in the animes. The fuel is ridiculous. I sit down next to the doll as Bon ordered. Alright, let's review what we learned in our history lesson last time. So, when did Columbus make it to America? Kijima, what's the answer? Bon pretending to be a teacher calls on me like I'm a student in his class. What the hell? Something about the ocean blue. Alright, it's 1492, right? Good. I'm glad you reviewed what you learned. Alright, next question I'll ask you. Bon points at the doll and throws out a question. What year was the Emancipation Proclamation signed? However, the doll continues to stay silent. Fine. I guess I can help keep this going for a bit. Yo, Mr. Bond. Don't you think that question's too difficult for an elementary schooler? Oh, good point. My bad. You're doing a terrible job as a teacher. What did you say? You runt. That's no way to talk to a teacher. My god teacher calls a student a runt. Jeez. That's it. Come here, you little. Oh, you want to fight, you fraud? Then the next moment... It was authentic. Her acting was a little too good. With a clack sound, the doll's mask comes off. Hey, did you just see that? No way. All it took was a half-assed act like that. What are you talking about? That was a class lesson, no matter how you slice it. I was teaching my ass off there. I'll have you know that I've got a teaching license from my college days. When entrusted. Well, as it happens, you don't count. Anyway, it worked. You should show some more gratitude. Hey, there's something else on the floor. Should I lie around my feet? I see... hard shoes. I don't know about the shoes, but this mask is probably for... Yup, probably. Let's give it a try. Shoes a ballerina would wear. Hand towel. Comfort stiff hair, blindly flower, cute socks. So the socks with the shoes? And then maybe the charcoal, the incense, is the destroy route. Because you, like, light on the fire. Like, you're gonna burn, alright. The entrance to the secret passageway appears. This is the same as always. I wonder if that's true for what's up ahead. I feel like Bond was trying to imply something with those words. Let's just be careful and move forward. Uh-oh. I step into the secret passageway and immediately notice something strange. Hey, is this... The walls are covered in red streaks that look like someone was cleaning off a brush. Is this... blood? Yeah. It's time to do your thing. Right. There's a lot of bloodstains to work with here. A scream streaks down directly above our heads. It's even more high-pitched than the one at the entrance. It hits me like a lightning bolt. Oh god, it's right here. My vision immediately goes wide and all the strength drains from my limbs. I have to... I have to move immediately or I'll die. Do I still have the strength to escape? Warning. Warning. I kinda wanna see a death. Just fall to the floor. Let me just time it out. That could be the correct one, right? It is! No. I don't have enough strength to escape. Then should I choose something that'll let me stall dead for even a second longer? I hold my head and fall on top of the big blood stain. Then, is this the memory for that blood? The biometry activates. The scream voice disappears and I hear the high-pitched cry of a bird that's like it's communicating with others. Was that a crane cry? The friendly cranes were calling out to each other. If that's a clue to stop the sound, then what should I do? Emulated. That was probably the ringtone. Make Bond scream. Hey Bond! Make rough screaming gestures. Scream! Pretend you're a bird! Scream down! You distract him, I run away! Finally understanding my message, Bond screams, eyes and mouth wide open. His pitch is too low and the volume of his projecting sucks. Damn it, it's not working. Lukewarm liquid gushes out of my ears. My sight rapidly darkens. The screaming recedes into the darkness. So it's just you just bleed out. You literally die. It's interesting how they're really hiding. Oh! No, you have to bring her again. This one's a little tricky, because you would... Because your last one, you had to take him with you. To advance. So you would have to switch off before this little chapter. I guess it makes sense because she's bare of spiritual stuff anyways. Make Rose scream. Hey, Rose! I wait to scream through gestures. Scream! Pretend you're a bird and scream! Looks like my message gets through because Rose breathes back and screams. However, I can't hear it at all. Damn it, I guess this is it. But the spirit turns to resignation. Then my consciousness leaves me. That's all I hear as I slip into darkness. I don't know how much time passes. Someone's voice brings me back to my senses. Are you awake, Kijima? I take a second to gather my senses. Did the screaming stop? What are you talking about? Yes, it stopped, thanks to your advice. And well, also thanks to my voice training. I never knew I could scream so loudly. So that means... I see. So we're saved. Unfortunately, this is neither heaven nor the river Styx. We're still living out this current life. As long as I'm alive, I don't care. Clear. Anyway, look up at the ceiling of the passageway. That scream. It came from directly above us, right? Yeah, that's what it felt like. I guess that there's a room above here. But it doesn't look like there's a ladder hidden anywhere. Hey, you alright? Has been taken out of you? Yeah, it's nothing too serious. I just strained my throat from all that screaming. I watched Rose rubbing her throat. I could tell she was yelling to herself raw. Which is to be expected after belting on a scream like that. I never expected I'd have to match a crane's cry with just my voice. Some pieces mimic cranes with a shakuhachi or kokyu, but I've never heard it done vocally. Shakuhachis have flute made of bamboo, right? What's a kokyu again? You're a high schooler, so what's a crude comparison I can give you? It's like a Japanese violin. You pluck the pulled strings of a bow and to make sounds, so it's very similar to a violin. I see. I'll keep that in mind. Yes, please embrace knowledge. I also hope that you desire to learn will be reflected in your next report card. Now let's get back to investigating. Yeah, we're still running out of time. The other Miroku residence should be just ahead, right? True. Well then, let's go. Just as we thought, the secret passage connects to the front entrance of the Miroku residence. But the entrance here has an obvious difference to the front entrance from earlier. Hey, look. There are more of those frames. I see. This is starting to get interesting. Let's get the mask out. At that moment, the cell phone vibrated. Right, it's almost... Pity. Now, time for tonight. He takes all 3 masks now. Hey, it's me. Time to get out of here. Alright, let's go back. This is pretty good for today. Let's go. Yes, we have not had a single true SCG or anything. They're completely keeping us in the black of what's going on. Hey, Bon, we're back. Hey, Rose, what's wrong with your voice? What happened? Were you rocking out or something? Kijima, I'll leave this one to you. You explain how it saved us. We tell him what happened in the mansion. The 3 dolls and the 3 tapes. And the screaming in the hidden passageway. That scream again, huh? Yes, but this was worse than before. It was trying to kill us. This may seem rude to Rose. I'm really glad I didn't go with you. Squawking like a bird just isn't me. Oh, I know. If it was you and me, we'd probably be dead right about now. Hey, give me a break. I'm not dying on a satisfying death like that. Getting back to what we uncovered tonight, those 3 tapes are fascinating. Each one recorded a man dismembering a girl as she screamed and pleaded. In a grotesque hobby. However, he didn't seem like he was just a sadistic deviant. He sounded pretty calm and kept saying things like, I want to make it so you don't die. He also seemed to be very knowledgeable about what he was doing. So it's pretty likely that Miroku's on the tapes. Before he became a children's author, he wanted to be a surgeon. The dots connect. Maybe this children's author thing was just to lure men. If I recall, Miroku wrote horror-themed fairy tales. I'm quite curious to see how he tied the dismemberments into his work. I'm absolutely fine never knowing the answer to that. I've read some of his major works myself, but there wasn't anything as weird as that in them. I don't know about his other books though. Most of the stuff is out of print. It seemed to be more likely to find his insanity and quizziness in his minor works in. Hey Kijima, what I heard from Bon, your aunt's also a horror novelist. You don't mean... You want me to ask her about Yakumo Miroku? She might know some dark tidbits that only someone who traveled his circles would know. We won't know unless you try. See what happens when you ask her casually. Yeah. My, looks like you're curious too. Alright, enough chow for today. Time to split up. Getting called in for questioning would be a real pain. Alright, it's all up to you, Kijima. Au revoir. I say goodbye to them and return to Kusoji Station, heading over to the Black Rabbit. I wonder if Aunt Natsume will be there. Oh, Akira. What are you doing here at this hour? Her cheeks are looking kind of reddish and her eyes are cloudy. She must have had quite a bit of drink. Have a drink yourself, because you're a real man. None for you. You're underage. Satumi would glare at me from heaven. I don't want to talk about my mom. I don't have any good memories of life of my real mother. She was nice enough, but she couldn't hold down a job, so we lived in poverty. Until Amanome helped me find a part-time job. There were even days when we didn't eat. Anyway, there's something I want to ask you. Do you know an author called Yakumo Miroku? Huh? Would you hear that name? A friend of mine is interested in him. I thought you might know him since you write horror novels. Oh, is that so? Yes, I know Miroku well. I loved his books when I was younger. Natsumi starts talking without me having to lead her. Much probably because she's a drink. She's drunk, rather. She's a drink. Oh no. Nobody could deny her right to occasionally drink her pain away for at least a little while. Miroku used existing fairy tales as motifs to build his own horror books. Did you know, the Grimm's fairy tales originally had some horrible scenes in them? The famous story of Cinderella is no exception. Her stepsisters cut their feet to try and make the glass slipper fit. They cut their own feet. Yes, that's right. Even if they were doing it to try and marry a prince with some serious resolve. It's probably just a coincidence that she chose that particular example. After listening to those tapes, it didn't leave me with a good feeling. When I was a schoolgirl, I was obsessed with Miroku's Dark Fairy Tales series. He put some bold, dark spins of Japanese folk tales just like the Grimm brothers. His unique settings and descriptions earned him a lot of passionate fans. It's pretty amazing, huh? Yes, in some sense he's a genius. Because with children's stories, they have an informal style, and yet they're so realistic. His descriptions, oh god, of bone, flesh, and blood were so vivid that they sent chills up my spine. You don't say. I'm sure Miroku knew a ton about bone, flesh, and blood. Miroku studied medicine before he became an author. I'm sure he was influenced by that. It's pretty weird for a doctor to become an author. His family might have pushed him to become a doctor against his wishes. A lot of his relatives are important members of society. He himself hated worldly things like fame and money. Is that enough background on Miroku? Yeah, that's enough. I didn't think you know so much about him. He was my inspiration to become a horror novelist. But I have to say that Satome was a much more passionate fan of his than I was. I didn't actually go to great lengths to learn more about him. My mom was that interested in him. But Yakumo Miroku was a total stranger. Now I'm learning he's surprisingly connected from my mom and late mother. We've been talking for a while now. You should get home. You gonna stay here long? Yeah. If I went home, Mommy's not there anyway. Natsume. I'm gonna lie down in the back. After all, I'll be busy first thing in the morning. Good night. She gets up and walks unsteadily to the inner door, disappearing behind it. I lock the front door of the Black Rabbit and start walking home. As I stroll down the dark roads, I pray that Aunt Natsume can get some sleep. Walking home, nothing weird happening. It's a normal night. Normal night. Normal night. A text. Open up the message. Demon, Haryu's demon, prepare your next riddle. Feed the souls of the triplets to the monster that consumes souls. Really? You're such like a chuny. And search the trash bins at a convenience store. Damn it, why the hell am I doing this again? Night catches on spinning the trash. That's gotta be it. Each of the trash bins with coins mixed in with the trash. Photo booth consumes souls. Kind of a classical motif. But literal in this case, because that photo booth is haunted as... You know, heck. Oh, you literally engraved the D letter. So you actually put these coins in the thing and planted it. But it's everyone threw out the trash ahead of time. Silly machine, where's the life? Wait, what the hell? Stepping on to find a card in the picture pickup slot. This is a little too cryptic metaphor for me, buddy. Rabbit Island. Southeast Tokyo in the Izu Island chain. Island made of 110 islands is on the map. It's called Rabbit Island. That's actually a real place, by the way. Currently uninhabited, the factories and ruins that indicate people had lived there previously. The only residents are numerous rabbits, and it said that travelers and fishermen who visit are welcomed by them. Upon further investigation, I couldn't find anyone who had visited. The rumor had spread or where it came from, official agencies gave me the cold shoulder. Thanks to Mr. K, the investigations has made significant progress in recent years. His family used to supply the military during the war, mostly of antiquities. The only living items around 10 rabbits Mr. K's grandfather raised as a hobby. What the military did with them is unknown, but soon after the war the family received a request to retrieve them. The letter only had a map with an X marked on a patch of ocean. Mr. K and his grandfather had always thought the rabbits had drawn along with a warship. But I realized something when he showed me the map. That's right. It was the location of the rumored Rabbit Island. Things got strange after that. Mr. K, the ex-detective, and I decided to head to the last of the Izu Islands with some assistance. And I think about Mr. K had a bad feeling about it, which ended up being proven correct. But I won't tell you the source of this bad feeling for now. The island was indeed there and full of rabbits. We discovered that the place was frozen in time. Memories of horrific battles remain. Human experiments, cannibalism, atrocities beyond imagination made a natural occupant's sight. It's slightly different from what you're facing now. These are all like adventures we guess we will go to someday. I'm assuming. But yeah, there is an actual Rabbit Island, and it does have to do with the military, but I guess this is like a little twist on it. Makes it a little more horror-leaning. Several tapes, little girl kidnapped. Whoa! Don't look. Ah, man, I'm tired. Who was the phone? Who could be calling this late? Mushy mush. Hello? Hey, who the hell are you? Better cut this out. Damn it. It's one from yesterday. I'll be waiting for a call all night again. Might as well take a shower first. Just gonna go take a shower, despite the fact the ghost is gonna get me. Hey, did I just turn on the lights, or... Speaking of, do I have anything to drink after I get out? Open the fridge and look inside. Nothing. I'm gonna get something from the vending machine. Oh no! The closest vending machine is in front of the cemetery. Oh no! Oh no! What? Ricker doesn't care. He's a Chad. What should I get? Goes to get vending machine drinks when being actively haunted. Right in front of a graveyard. The light coming from the machine is kind of creepy. What are you gonna get? Why? Send a sparkling cola. Let's go cocoa. It's new cafe outlet product with Nata de cocoa in it. My 2 bottles of Nata de cocoa outlet. Okay then. Time to head back. Should have been some like Boss Coffee in there, like a little advertisement sponsored. As I turn to go, a warm, damp breeze blows past me. Ah, that breeze was gross. Huh?
Maybe I call ID, huh? Hello? Damn it, I can't with the silent call.
Boy, it finds any phone it can to call me.
Probably the same one from earlier. Wonder how they react to silent treatment back.
Goes to get drinks while being haunted in front of a graveyard. Ignores the ghost on the phone.
What is this? Sounds familiar. It's TV static. It's like when I was heard coming from my next door yesterday. Wait. Why am I hearing this on the phone? Where's this call coming from?
The call is coming from the inside. It's from upstairs. An ominous thought pops into my head. As if they sensed it, the call ends abruptly.
I better hurry home.
Did we turn the lights out? Rushing to my room, I quickly scan to see if anyone's there.
There's no one. Guess that call wasn't coming from here after all. Man, I'm exhausted. Time for a quick shower.
Man, that guy just is not. He's just taking everything in stride.
Huh. I gotta turn it off again. No, I was right. Oh no.
Taking a shower, taking a shower. Don't care about this haunting.
Man, I'm exhausted.
At least we gonna smell good if we die.
What the hell? It's the neighbor again. Huh? Guess I just imagined it.
What was that? Why'd the CG flash so fast?
I feel better now. Don't have the drink I bought earlier.
I sit in my bed and drink a not today at Coco a lot. Don't look! Oh my god!
Salad tastes so good. Most of the not today Coco stick the bomb in the can. Oh well. Finally time to relax.
I must have clicked through the CG by accident then, because it went by instantly. I was just looking in the gallery, I guess.
Alright, then read for a bit.
Why is there a crack in the wall, too?
Huh? Something's up with this room. Like something's out of place.
Did we open that before?
Something's written super tiny on here. What does it say?
Does it say don't look?
What is this? The writing's creepy enough, but the wallpaper by the words is stained and peeling. There's something underneath. Should I peel off the wallpaper?
Weird.
Oh no. What's this stain? Don't look. The voice on the phone said the same thing. Please don't look inside.
We just looked.
It's with that shadow we saw at the Miroku residence. No call ID again. I'll just reject the call.
Hangs up on the ghosts.
Okay, not again. Calls won't stop and it's getting on my nerves. I'm pulling out the battery.
It's still gonna work. I turn off my phone and remove the battery. Damn, this ghost is so determined.
This one too, now. But disconnect this one too.
You know, in the call, I yanked the power cord from the outlet. But the ringing doesn't stop. Well, you gotta pull the other one too, because it gets power. But anyway.
But I unplugged it.
Abruptly, the ringing stops, but then the receiver starts to make noise. Aw, crap, it's here.
What the?
Screaming the same as what we heard at the Miroku residence. The instant-splitting headache almost knocks me unconscious. I won't last if I can't get the voice to stop soon. Cover the thing! Cover the thing! destroy the phone. Escape outside. Music. Nope. No, it just makes it more annoying.
That's not working.
Yep, that's death. Destroy the phone. Wow, it's just that simple.
What if I destroy it?
I shuffle my hands and knees and smash it with my fist.
Break, damn it!
Yeah, we just over our fists.
Break!
But it's fine. As long as we never have any phones, we can never be bothered. Puts the phone over and over, bearing the pain, and by the time the phone's lost its shape, the screaming's already stopped.
Clear. Somehow I escaped. That screaming. It's the spirit from the Miroku residence. Nothing else bad happened for the rest of the night.
Crisis averted, I suck in a deep breath. Man, am I exhausted.
Shit. I need to rest before I clean this mess.
Collapsing into my bed, I quickly feel my consciousness fading away.
I can't keep my eyes open.
Well, pounding a phone with your fist rather than a tool or anything else, or even against the wall, does tend to tire you out.